colorism, of course, is something that, started from slavery.
I don't like women with my complexion. I like light-skinned women.
It goes more than just like through school. I think it's also within family.
As much separation as there is still beauty in all shades of black.
Because we were pretty much brainwashed to believe that, white was better. So now we believe that light skin is better. So the closer you are to white, it's better.
When it comes to a lighter shade, they get a different type of treatment.
Listen.
Hey guys, welcome back. And I still have the same people from earlier. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Marinia B. I'm Miss Cheyenne Frost.
I'm Sharina.
And I'm Shakira.
And today we're going to be talking about pretty privilege and, the pros and cons and our experiences on the topic.
I got a question. So I feel like girls sometimes complain about the pretty privileges, but they also use the pretty privilege too.
Yeah.
So
But do you believe that they should?
I would if I was a girl.
I think it depends on
The situation.
Because, like, for example, I go to a club, I don't have to worry about buying a drink. It's either somebody's going to buy me a drink or somebody's getting a bottle and they're going to give me something.
Exactly.
So it's like, in that aspect, of course, I wouldn't complain about that. But when it came to, the whole Kodak Black situation where he was saying, oh, I don't like dark-skinned girls, I only stick to my light-skinned girls. Yeah. And, of course, that didn't really, apply to me, but I still was vocal about it. Like, I don't fuck with that idea. I don't like that, because everybody has a preference, of course. But at the same time, it's like, you want to date me solely because you don't like her skin tone, and she could probably be the best woman for you, but you don't like me because, I just thought it was stupid.
Yeah.
Certain privileges I don't really feed into like that.
Yeah. It depends on the situation.
Like, for me, I would say I'd probably use the pretty privilege in social settings. Like, if we're at a club and somebody want to give me a drink, sure. If all my girls can get a drink, why not? Mm-hmm. But if it's workplace, like in a setting that I know I'm already a black woman, I'm already a minority in a room full of majorities, I'm not going to use it because if anything, you're going to throw that right in my face. Mm-hmm. Like, I want it, because you have to work twice as hard to get to where you at. I'm not going to use that pretty privilege and get up and then you take it right back from me because of that. Mm-hmm. What happens when I start getting crow's feet and, my skin starts sagging? What, you gonna demote me? Like, I'd rather put in all that work, get to where I need to be, and you can't say that you gave me anything besides my hard work that I worked for. Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, okay. I feel like pretty privilege, there's like pros and cons to it. Like, I've used it, but it depends on the situation. Like, I remember I had 2 places to go, so I did my makeup so that I wouldn't have to go back home and do everything. Like, I went to the post office without any makeup, to go do some paperwork, and I had to pay for it. But then I had to go back, but I was after I did my makeup. Mm-hmm. And when I went with makeup on, he was like, "Oh, don't worry about it, I got you." I said, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah, don't even worry about it." I'm like,
you ain't just see me.
Yeah. Okay. And then it's like certain places you see certain things. Like at my job, like sometimes I get lunch. I get somebody pay for my lunch. They'll do whatever work I gotta do for me, or even at we went to I think Texas, and I was standing in line to get some snacks or something, and the man behind me was like, I already seen him eyeing me, but the man behind me was like, "Oh, I'll pay for it." I was like, "Okay, whatever." And then barbershop, I went to the barbershop to go get my hair done, and the man let me skip everybody. He let me skip everybody to go get my haircut. And then while I'm in the chair, he's asking me about my social life, all this other stuff. He even cut the price down just to try to get my number. And po' boy did not get my number. But I feel like it's certain levels to it. Like if I'm getting a discount or a free haircut, then so be it. That's your business. You decide to do it. That's you. If somebody paying thousands of dollars of stuff that I gotta pay, then I'm be like, nah, that's you much.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, you much. If it's within a range of $50 and you feel like you got it, then go ahead. Yeah. But it's pros and cons to it. I'm not using it maliciously. If you offering and I see that it's no problem for you, then okay.
But how are you gonna complain about pretty privilege and then you accept?
I said it's pros and cons.
I'm just saying.
What do you mean by complaining?
If it was a bad thing, wouldn't you be like, nah, you don't need to pay for my drink, or you don't need to?
Well, we're not expressing it as a bad thing.
Yeah,
we're just talking about it.
We're just saying that it exists.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
and it happens.
complaining about it.
To me, I feel like when I go out with my friends, right, and we go out to a club setting, and it's a group of us, right, there's a difference between using pretty privilege and then a man being a gentleman, right?
Yeah.
If he wants to buy me a drink, and as if he wants to directly talk to me to see where this goes further, then maybe I would probably use the pretty privilege just to see where his mind is at and see if, okay, does he just want to talk to me for me being my looks, or does he want to talk to me, buy me a drink because he's being a gentleman and saying, you know what, I want to just introduce myself, and this is how I'm going to start off introducing myself by buying you a drink. There's difference to that. As a woman, you have to be able to figure out which one is which.
Yeah.
That's up to y'all. You know, if I do that using that card, it'll probably be more to help my friends get all together. It's not just like being pretty privileged is kind of to me. It's like being selfish. Like you, because I'm pretty, you should do this for me instead of like because I'm pretty. All of us is gonna do this together, and I'm gonna like help my friends come along. But if it's like a man being a gentleman, then you have to be able to say, okay, if he's doing a gentleman, or it's just like you just trying to talk to me because.
I feel like it's okay to use it, but don't be a jerk about it. Like, I watched this girl on YouTube, like, it was some YouTube, like, somebody exposing a girl about pretty privilege. Like, she was just on there, like, whatever, I'm pretty, and all these dark hoes can't do anything about it, so I get all these endorsements or whatever. And I'm just like, people really think like this. Like, it's crazy. But, like, it's okay to use it. Like, one time, I was telling y'all earlier, like, someone paid for my gas. Like, I was just on the phone, and they were like, I was like, I'm tired of freaking paying for gas. And they were like, I'll pay for it for you, like, behind me. And I'm like, okay, thanks. You know what I'm saying? Also, I do also use it at AutoZone. Like, when I need my tail light out, I need somebody to put it back in. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. So I, use my pretty privilege, and they'll come out there and do it for me. Now, I have had one time when, I'm natural, so I'm a twist in my head. I'm wearing my house clothes. I go to AutoZone, and man, like, I can't do it because, they told us we can't go out there and help y'all no more. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Mind you, this is the same AutoZone. Like, I've been to this AutoZone like 4 or 5 times trying to get my tail light fixed. But, like, yeah, it really does exist.
It's all a matter of discernment. Like, I'm not trying to get all spiritual and stuff, but you get a feel for energy in certain situations, especially with guys. Yeah. Like, social settings again. If you feel like that vibe that you get might, put you or your friends in jeopardy, you kind of fall back from exuding that pretty privilege. Yeah. But if it's just something like we're having a good time, I get a good vibe from you, you don't want anything back, I'm just reciprocating that good energy, and you just want to reward me for it, I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that. Yeah. But definitely just think before you use it, because if a guy wants something from you or someone in your clique, there should be no reason why you're fraternizing with him. Yeah. If it might have repercussions at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's all the time we have for today. So again, I am Deshawn. This is my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go ahead and introduce yourselves again one more time.
I'm Marania B.
I'm Miss Cheyenne Frost.
I'm Sharina.
And I'm Shakira.
Thank you for watching, and stick around for the next video.
Everybody use each other for their own gain. Everyone use each other for something.
It's so sad but true.
It is. And it's like you have to be able to protect yourself in every situation. Even if I gotta use the pretty privilege to say, you know what, I'm gonna buy me a drink, and then I'm just get up out of here because obviously you want something more than that. I just wanted a drink. Then that's that. I'm just gonna use that card,
that's
swipe
cheating,
it,
though.
and then
That's cheating.
But not cheating from what? What do you mean?
Cheating.
Because it's like you saying pretty privileged, but then you're using the card, and then you putting the card in your back pocket.
So let me ask
That's
you a question.
basically what it is.
Let me ask you
Go
a question.
ahead. You said space?
So let me ask you a question. Did I put a gun to your head and ask you to buy me a drink? Did you did I tell you to do that? No. You offered to do that.
I mean, you want to buy me the drink in the first place.
We ain't come to you. Y'all come up to you.
I have the power of free will to say yes or no. I'm deciding to say yes.
If the vibe right, I'm gonna say yeah. But if you come all creepy and just weird and
if
that vibe ain't good, I'm gonna tell you no.
I hear you.
I mean, but y'all wanted to buy the drink in the first place.
Exactly. Y'all approach us.
But if it was a problem, you could just say, nah, I got my own money.
But that's the thing. It's not a
It's not a
problem.
problem.
It's not a problem.
Why do you feel compelled to offer me a drink instead of just having a conversation with me? Or just having a good time and dancing with me? Because nobody told you to do that. Again, it's free will. That is the thing with pretty privilege. It's free will on the man's part. Actually, if anything, he's overstepping his boundaries when it comes to chivalry. You ain't have to be that nice.
I agree.
So men are basically well aware of the pretty privilege. They just, I guess it's their way of testing you to see what
I
you're
don't
going to
think
do or say.
Their mating
they're
call.
aware of it, though.
I think
No,
they are.
I think
They
a
are.
lot of them are aware of it because of how they react. Like, you know, he's saying, "Oh, I'm going to get you a drink." You probably did come here with money because who's going to go to the club with no money?
Yeah.
Question, how do y'all
Who
feel
gonna
about pretty
leech?
privilege with older guys? Like old men, like older men, like older men.
Oh, it get used all the time.
All the time?
It get used because to me, I feel like if he's an older guy, what are you trying to talk to me about?
Are you more comfortable doing it with older guys or guys like within your age range?
My age.
'Cause
If it's
I
like
can't do
if
it
he's
with
an
a
older guy,
Yeah.
then we're not talking
It's
feel
gonna
like
be
you would
weird.
have to
That's
be-
like my
I would
daddy
have to
trying
be
to
older
talk to me.
Guys, they already know what they want. You know what they want too.
Exactly.
They don't want to build no life with you. They want to
Yeah.
fuck.
So that pretty
Exactly.
You take that from
coming
him
right
more than
out,
likely.
buy
You're
me a
basically
drink,
saying,
and that's
"Okay, we
that.
gonna do this. I know what's up." But with younger guys, you never really know. Like
Yeah.
some of them, they buy you a drink, and they probably already had thoughts of getting in your pants until they actually understand your personality, and they see that you're a pretty cool person. And then some guys that's our age, they buy you a drink and they just want to fuck. They don't care about what you got to
Right.
say.
And some
what you
older
finna
guys,
do.
they just want to get in your pants.
They just want to get in your
They
pants.
don't want to build no. They probably got a kid that's the same
Same
age
age.
as you.
Yeah.
My
I
barber,
didn't
he was
do
trying to
it.
talk to me. He had a 23-year-old
So it's
daughter.
like-
How you trying to talk to me? Your daughter my age.
Exactly.
It's disgusting.
So it's just at that point, if I see somebody that's older than me, way older than me, that's like my uncle type, could be my dad. That privilege is coming out. You say you gonna buy me what? Thank you. Next, thank you.
Yeah.
It's nothing for us to talk about. Absolutely nothing.
More than likely with a guy, they ain't trying to buy you a drink. They trying to buy you a house
Right?
and some tuition. You gotta do something for that.